What's up, Jason? How you doing?
Man, living life, man, you know.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard for a pimp, but it's harder for a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to understand it. You know, when you don't have a full understanding of what's meant to be understood, that's where things go awry, brother. You know, I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't come close to me.
Who is Free Agent Jasun?
Free Agent Jasun is an artist with no limitations, man. No obligations. I took the name Free Agent Jasun because I didn't want to have myself in a category. I knew I could sing and I knew I could make rap music, but I can't be categorized in one genre. So I just wanted to take them all on, and what better name than Free Agent Jasun?
Who does Free Agent Jasun represent?
I represent myself, first and foremost. I represent my parents. I represent the city of Raleigh, North Carolina. And, you know, we're just trying to boom, man. We're trying to, you know, represent the 919 to the fullest. You know, me being from Raleigh, I represent you, man. You know, I represent everybody who's listening to this right now.
What does R&B mean to Free Agent Jasun?
Wow, that's a good question, man. R&B means a lot to me, man, because, you know, we really haven't been hit with any, you know, quote-unquote real R&B lately. It's been very pop, which is cool. You will find pop music on 919s and Headaches. But it's R&B to me right now is still what it was to me when I was a kid. You know, being 28 years old, you know, when I was 14, it was 1998. So, you know, we had just Missy coming out with her version of what R&B was, and you know, you had the heavy hitters at the time, the Genuines, and you know, everybody else in those eras who was making good music. You had quartets, you know, Jagged Edge, 112, all those guys. That was a huge influence on me. And I definitely knew I wanted to make music like those guys at a young age.
What does 919 and Headache mean to R&B music?
I'm glad you asked that. When you first hear it, of course you think of 808s and Heartbreaks, was it? I wanted to play off of that. You know, I wanted to show my versatility. So I named it that so you would know that the guy rapping is gonna be singing, but it's really taken on a personality of its own, man. Like, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and we all know that the area code is 919. And headaches happen when you stress and your head starts to hurt. You know, there's a lot of love here, but there's also a lot of stress in all of our lives. And I just wanted to make something that we all really could relate to. And what better name than 919s and Headaches to express that?
Did you see the dude at Jack Sprat the other night, yo?
No.
He just was like doing like mobile planking and shit.
He was planking at Sprat?
He was just walking, right? Mobile planking.
Oh, he was just fall. I seen him. Yeah. That was whack.
Asshole.
That was whack.
We in Southgate. Thomasville, North Carolina, man.
There's a Southgate everywhere, man.
It's crazy.
That's so Raleigh as hell.
So Raleigh, everywhere we go, man. It's ridiculous.
I'm from the south side for the most part. South side of Raleigh, North Carolina, 27610. It's where all the black people in Raleigh live at. You know, just being from Raleigh, man, everybody wants to have a personality. Everybody wants to, you know, have attributes to their personality that show where they come from, you know. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful place to be from. A lot of culture, a lot of different things. If you expose yourself to that, because I mean, you can't sit in the hood at the crib all day and just not think there's anything out here. But it's definitely a lot of things you can learn from out here for real. you know, when things happen to you personally, you always remember where you were when it happened, and most of the good and bad that's happened in my life has been right here in the 919. So I wanted to reflect that part of the CD when I was writing. It's gonna be, let me rain on you, shine on you, and night
Wait, your CD at, boo?
My CD not finished yet.
It's on the way.
Go ahead. All right.
Why should someone support Free Agent Jasun?
For one, you know, I put my heart into it. I put my all into the music that I'm putting out, and it's relatable. I'm making really good music that we all can relate to right now. At some point, we've all been high, we've all been low in a relationship, and we've all looked for balance. And I feel like I'm bringing a little balance to the R&B game right now with the CD. And it's really perfect timing right now. You know, I've had the idea of wanting to put out a strictly R&B CD for about 2 years now, a year and a half, and other things were coming up, other projects, other ventures, other things in my life were happening, and I wasn't fully committed to putting out an R&B CD. Just when you sing, your voice is much more vulnerable than when you're rapping or, you know, just talking regular. So it was a comfort level I had to reach. I feel like I've reached that now, and I'm ready to share with y'all what I've been working on.